Three, two, one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the What's the Dillies podcast, a podcast where we aim to entertain and bring you behind the scenes and into the minds of my favorite dancers in hopes that it can help you on your dance journey and maybe can apply it in your life too. Sweet as. And for our first guest of the season, we have a person who has danced for 413, Abide, Prestige, and now Identity Dance Company, my favorite Filipino. Sorry, Cece. Sorry, Rachel. William Boquiron.
Yo,
Alright.
Shot G.
Welcome to the podcast, William.
You sounded so professional at the
Thanks,
at the
bro.
start.
Thanks, bro. That's my first time.
I was like, damn.
Yeah, bro, I wrote it out there.
Is that the you got the sponsors? You got the ads in between as well?
Oh, fuck. Ad support a broke boy.
Yo,
Alright,
let's get it.
Alright, we'll start off with something like just to get to know you a bit better.
Yeah.
What's one random thing that no one knows about you that like
Ooh.
that would surprise you, and maybe it's like a party trick or something like that no one
party
knows.
trick. I don't know. When you started off, what no one knows about me, I was thinking like I like to watch documentaries. It's kind of like, but he said party tricks. That's
No,
not really-
that's cool too. That's cool too, bro. What's your favorite documentary?
I don't know. Right now, I watched this Aaron Hernandez one
Yeah,
on Netflix. Have you seen it?
I haven't.
Nah, it's just about this like NFL player and how he like just killed like killed like a close mate of his.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, then it was real intense, and then yeah, it was just super interesting because I haven't heard about this guy before, but then he's just like got everything that he ever wanted. You know, he's got like the American dream, but he ends up doing all that.
Wait, why did
all
he
that
kill?
shit.
Do we know
They say like I haven't finished it, but the people he was hanging out with, he had some like gang affiliated people,
true.
and like because he was an NFL player, he's been taking like mad like shots at his head, like tackles and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's
So then like, from what I've heard, he like I think doctors like when he died, they like checked his brain and stuff, and he had like a massive hole in his head.
Oh.
There's like a thing. It's what NFL players get. It's like quite common, and then it kind of like fucks them up. So I think that's why. But yeah, fuck. That's what I've been watching. I'm watching that. I'm watching I watched a couple episodes of what do you call it? Explained, and then there's one about pandemics, and then it kind of like foreshadows the coronavirus that's happening now.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. But yeah, that's no party trick. But
Oh shit. Nah, cool. That's juicy, bro.
that's juicy, G. Oh, that's a
Alright.
yeah, G. That's my life.
So now we're gonna go a bit deeper. I'm
Damn.
gonna hit you up with a segment I call the adobo pot. I mean, especially for you, bro.
Yeah.
So it's just a bunch of questions that I came up with just randomly, and I just wanted to ask, just to sort of viewers and get to know you a bit better before you hop into like the real
Yeah.
dance journey and all the things that you've been through.
Safe.
All right, sweet as. Now let's hop into it.
Oh.
What is your guilty pleasure song?
Oh, guilty pleasure.
Yeah, what's the song that you play when like that you love to play but you don't want to play it in front of the boys?
Yo, it would probably be. I don't play it now, but I listen to it like, I've listened to it heaps. Probably be this K-pop song,
Oh shit!
Bruh.
What the fuck? Honestly.
Yeah, G. It bumps.
What's the name?
Love Scenario by Icon. Have you heard that?
Oh.
Gee, that
shit.
song goes hard,
Bro, have you seen the music video? For it?
Yeah, G. That's why.
You know Vin choreographed it, right?
No way.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Fuck,
I didn't even
that's
know.
crazy, bro.
I didn't even know. They don't show choreography. Oh, from
Yeah,
what
you have to
I see.
search it up,
Yeah,
bro,
they don't show. Fuck, maybe that's why I like it so much. Plus, it's like catchy as Do you know the song?
Nah, yeah, I used to, bro. I used to bump all the K-pop songs.
Hey.
Yeah, it was just my guilty pleasure.
See, bro, I swear that's everyone's guilty pleasure. Like one K-pop track.
Cause it's just, I don't know, it's just the aesthetic. I just love the
Gee.
aesthetic. It's all cute and stuff. You don't have to be like all
Yeah.
like hard or R&B
Yeah.
slow all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to switch it up, bro.
Bro, they have it on lock, G. The recipe to make like a good song, like a catchy song, and it doesn't have to be in English. Like fuck.
Gee, do you ever admit to people that you listen to K-pop or? Is it
fuck
like-
me, like one. This one time, like, this one time we on my at work, I'll play
Yeah.
my Spotify.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like release radar.
Yeah.
And there's like one like K-pop track in there.
Yeah.
And my workmate's like, "Hey, fuck, are you listening to K-pop?" Because
Oh.
whatever you listen to, it will pop up
Yeah.
on there. I was like, oh fuck, I have one K-pop song saved in my playlist, and it's the Love Scenario song.
Bro, do you ever play it off like, nah, it's the missus, bro?
yeah. I've done that before too. Like, nah, the missus saved it before. But actually, the missus has saved what's the girl group song? There's like a girl K-pop group, and she saved it on my playlist, and then it played at work. Bro, I ran to the computer and changed it.
Fuck.
Yeah, fuck, that's my guilty pleasure.
Damn, bro, that's cool.
That went deep.
Alright. Nah, we got a few more ones, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your pet peeve? Or what's your ultimate pet peeve? What's your ultimate? Pet peeve?
There's a few. Maybe like the ultimate. Say we're in like a red light, and then I'm like the third car.
Yeah.
The first car goes, but then the second car is like there for like maybe 2 seconds. I'm like, fucking go! Like, I don't know. Maybe that's normal, but like, that's the one thing that will always get me. I'll never be like okay with it, you know.
That's so trippy. Because I think what many people don't realize is like I've known William for like a long time, man, and I've been in his car for like a long time, bro. I've never noticed this. Holy shit. Nah, but it's true. I've seen you have some moments where you're like, oh, what the fuck's this guy doing?
Yeah. Gee, I have road rage, but not too much.
I don't think it's rage. I just think you just get irritated.
Yeah,
I want to call it rage.
People are dumb, gee. Like on the road, especially, and it's dangerous. And it's like, what are you up to? You know, like that's why I get like irritated. Fuck yeah. That's all I can think of right now.
Alright, where was your first kiss, bro?
First kiss, bro, was at the back of the school bus in intermediate in year 8.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fuck, let's go.
Yeah.
Nah, we don't dive into that one, bro. That's just a curveball, bro. I like to throw in, you know. Alright, what was your first job?
My first job. It was.
Oh, okay. Your first proper job, like not ones that you've. Because I think I remember before you used to work with your.
I work with my mom.
Yeah,
I help
yeah.
my mom do this time.
Yeah.
This time tracking thing for these truck drivers. But after that, my first proper job is custom tees, which is where I work now, still. So yeah, it's my first. That was my first proper job, custom tees, retailer shop. Yeah. Yo.
Well, what's your go-to karaoke song, bro? Have you gone to karaoke before? Or
Yeah.
do you like it?
Yeah, it's mean. Like karaoke bars and stuff. I've probably only been, I don't know, 3 times. But go-to karaoke song, maybe like a Usher song.
Oh.
Yeah, like maybe You Got a Bad, like a not a upbeat Usher, like the emotional Usher. I'll go for. So then everyone can hop in and get like emotional and stuff too.
Do you go a few drinks in before you go into the?
Oh yeah, you have to.
Same,
you can't just go to straight away. Oh, I can't.
It's hard. Bro, it's hard to get into the deep songs. Bro, the deep songs usually hit at like what 12, 1 a.m. or something. And like people are really into it. They're like, okay, guys, let's play the slow songs.
Yeah, bro. But then people have to play like Bohemian Rhapsody.
That's all good, but it's just like it's a bit hyper, eh?
That's the Kiwis, mate. I like to do that.
Racist. What's your favorite song at the moment?
Favorite song. Damn, I don't know. It's usually like one I've carried to, like in the moment. So it was like Chris Brown, which is like the last.
I just keep thinking, bro. I offered William these apples at the start, bro. Just looking at them.
Yeah, fuck. He offered these apples, but then his voice sounded disappointed when he was like, "Oh, here's some snacks." and he took off the skin as well. So yeah. Yeah, bro. But it's all good. It's still like cold and like juicy, which are like. If it was dry, I would have been like, oh man. But
it's just so crackle because in my head before you came in, I was thinking, "Fuck, is he gonna like these?"
Bro,
I was actually really tripping it. I was like, "Oh man, I hope he likes them."
Why do you like to cut off the skin?
Oh, I just like peeling things. I think it's cool.
Hey.
Yeah, bro. I think it's just a bit like a finesse. Nah, because if you just chop it with the skin on, it's it's a bit lazy, but if you do
Hey.
a little bit appealing, people are like, oh damn,
Oh, okay.
you know, this guy put some effort in.
Oh, thanks for the effort.
Oh, what was it? There was this one quote. Oh, it's not for this specifically, but there was this one quote. Josh, my project Josh. I was asking him, and I was like, oh, bro, why do you think project worked out so well? And this was like at maybe start of the year. I asked him like, why do you think project worked out so well? And he says that people don't care about how much you know until they know how much you care.
Oh shit.
And then I was like, oh fuck, that's pretty true actually, because like when I think about it, Josh, like he can teach us whatever, but he actually just cares about like hanging out with us more than like wanting to grow the super badass team. He just wants to just chill and dance with everyone and just spend time with people, bro.
Yeah.
Cause oh man, it was crazy, cause there was one point when Kevin Paradox came to NZ.
Yeah.
Oh no, Boo Boo came to NZ.
Yeah.
So we were having dinner at Dillies with Boo Boo, and it was like a table full of maybe 20 people, and it was all people in like one crew, and we were all just eating together. And I was like, bro, it was crazy, yeah, because like 20 people just sitting down at a Denny's just eating together, and then you realize that, oh my gosh, like we're all on the same team. And it's not like a forced like oh, we should have a dinner, but it's more like, yo, let's go have dinner, and then everybody just came. So it was really dope.
That's
really
fuzzy to think.
Yo.
Like 20 people, like you would think like one of them would be like, nah, like let's not. Or if it's like 20 random people, but because 20 people that believe in the same thing, or like fighting for it. I'm not fighting, but like pushing for the same thing. Then it's like 20 people, like it works. That's mean, bro. Buzzy. That was a cool quote. I don't remember that one.
And that is why I peel my apples.
Cause he cares.
Yep. Oh shit! What's the nicest compliment you've ever received, bro?
Oh, the nicest compliment.
Yeah.
Shit. It's weird because I don't know, remember like, or try to remember like compliments because I don't want it to like get to me. Like say what. I only like, I think the one that's like, that comes up a lot is like, oh, like William's such a nice guy, like a good guy. But then it's like I realize like I'm nice, but I'm like, I'm not that nice. Like I talk a lot of shit too, you know. But then I feel like yeah, that's what I don't know, people see from me. I think that's what I want people to see.
Bro, that's just a like a layer, bro.
Yeah, it is a layer. I'm such a layer person. I think a lot of people are like that though, but I know I'm so aware that I have so many layers, and it's like not even funny. But yeah, I think just that. I think maybe it's not even a compliment, but it's like who it was from. Oh yeah. It was like something I remember. When I ran into when Brian Bruce first, when he taught here in Dance Deluxe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and then it wasn't even a compliment, bro. And then I just like we like talked, and he's like, yeah, I've seen your name float around on Instagram, and I was like, oh, like,
oh my god.
But he didn't even say if I was good or not. He just said that. I was like, oh, he's so you. But yeah, that was it.
Holy fuck, bro! That must have been like trippy as for you, bro.
Yeah, it was super trippy. It was it was fucking buzzy ass. Cause what do you call it?
Bro, was that all he said? He didn't say anything about your dancing. He was just like, man, I've seen your name
around. Yeah, I didn't really say anything about my dancing.
Shit, bro.
Yeah. Nah, he selected me, G. That was good, G. I don't know if he selected me because I'm good, or he knew I was like a big fan or something like that. And like,
he looked at your style. He's like, oh fuck, it's mine.
Yeah, he's like, oh fuck, might as well put this guy up there. So yeah. It was buzzy, that night because all the choreographers went to go like eat and stuff, and then I went to join them, and then Brian, he hopped in my car and we drove to the place. Yeah, it was so buzzy. Yeah. And then the first thing I asked, like, oh gee, got any new songs? And he's like, yeah man, I've been working in the lab. And he's like, oh, any snippets? That was me. I was like, any snippets? And he's like, oh nah. I was like, oh okay, all good. But nah, you gotta he's gotta do his thing, I guess. But that was just dumb of me. Yeah, that's why I asked him. Fuck, show me some new songs. Some kid you just met in the class. Fuck, bro, I'm so stupid. Yo,
Oh my god, bro.
what was the question? Oh, it was like the best compliment.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Sorry, I went on.
That's
With
like
my
a
little
moment,
story.
Bro, is that a moment where you look back and just face palm?
Yeah,
bro?
like I could have asked him something else. Bro. I could have been like, yeah, like, when's your next class? Or like, oh, do you need anyone? Anyone to be in your videos, G? You picked me, G.
Do you have any snippets?
Yeah, do you have any snippets of music? Like, well, he's gonna play 30 seconds and just stop it, eh? Like, yeah. What about you? Do you have any nice compliments you received?
Probably. No, actually, yeah. I don't think I can remember any like super nice compliments. I think. I think it'd be the same as you. Either like some people will say like I'm really nice, or
Yeah.
but I think it depends on what day it is, really.
Fridays.
Nah, cause some days I'm like super hyped up on energy and I'm ready to like
yeah.
give.
Yeah.
But then other days I'm like super just like I just feel super like I can't be like I seeps. So
Yeah.
but I'm trying to push for that like super positive energy this year, bro. Just cause like I've been in seeps for like ages so I don't wanna like I just wanna get out of it
Yeah, bro.
Oh sure, bro. Fuck that was a that Brian Fussell story is actually pretty funny, bro.
Gee,
Like,
like
it's
now they
actually
look
so
back,
funny,
cause
bro.
it's funny as. So stupid.
Bro, that's so funny, G. Cause we have those moments all the time, man, when you just like, but it's just the fact that Brian is like one of your idols, bro.
Yeah.
Cause, okay, back in high school, William used to learn all of Brian's cards all the time, bro. So, fuck, man, that's just crazy.
Yeah, bro, it's super crazy just being in that, and then thinking back like, fuck, high school William would be like pissing his pants or like crying right now, eh? Like it's so buzzy.
And now you're making better choreos than him.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Starting the beef, starting the beef.
Damn, G, what if I want to be in his videos?
Hey,
Fuck,
make him be in your videos, bro.
Yeah, I'll take his dancers, G. Julian.
Okay, we're gonna start off with the main thing that everyone came for, which is this is like behind the scenes and kind of how you got started on your journey, and maybe that can help other people that were in the same spots as you, or maybe just some more information that people can use to kind of move forward.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. So, first of all, just like how did you get started with dance?
I was like 8.
Yeah.
Then I just watched Honey and You Got Served. I think like my sisters like chucked it on, like the DVD player or whatever, and then I just looked mean as a. I just wanted to copy the moves, but I couldn't copy the breakdance moves because it was too hard. And I distinctly remember in Honey, at the end scene, there was like some dudes doing like the Harlem Shake, and then I was like, oh fuck, I want to do that, eh? I want to do the Harlem Shake. No, not specifically the Harlem Shake, but like, cause that looked cool, but it looked like it was easy to do.
Yeah.
Because everyone was doing like windmills and like flares and stuff, and there was like no way I could do it. So yeah, that's how I started it off, pretty much. And like, I think from that, it's a bit of a blur, thinking about it. But I know I watched a lot of Jabberwockies, and I watched a lot of this one Japanese dude on YouTube. He was a tutter. I don't even want to try to say his name. Oh, it's probably Japanese or Korean, now that I think of it. But he was a mean tutter, and that's when I started getting into like tutting, and like popping, like waving, because of Jabberwockies.
Gee, is prac dance still up?
Yeah, prac
Oh,
dance is still up.
mean.
Yeah, that's still
Wow.
up. Yeah, it's a OG dance video I did with some of the homies I've known for like almost 20 years, maybe like 16 years now.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta
Yeah.
show you that video, bro. The windmill video I told you about yesterday.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
about the bro.
Bro.
About the bro. Very cut.
Man, it was. Man,
Oh,
I wanna find it. I wanna
Yeah,
show
yeah,
you
yes,
because it's so
please.
crack up. It's so crack up.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh, that's a meme.
Bro, when was the moment you think that you fell in love with dance, or like when was the moment where you kind of like had a self realization when you're like, holy crap, like I actually really like to do this.
Um,
Like, was it like an instant, or did it happen over time, or?
I think it was over time because I don't know even know if I had a moment to like stop and be like, "Whoa, I really love this." I think it's more like I've always loved it, and I
Oh,
didn't really
cool.
say it in my head. I just kept going with it
Yeah.
because I've been dancing since I was 8, and now I'm like 23, so that's a long time. Um,
Oh, 15 years, damn, dude.
yeah, 15 years. But at the same time, because like my training like style, like I was always self-taught, like that's why it's like it's been so long, and I'm only like I feel like I'm only good like now
Yeah.
because I've never been taken to like a dance class or like any workshops or anything from like 8 to maybe year 9 in high school.
Yeah.
So this whole time I've just been like freestyling from watching YouTube videos and just doing on my own, getting my sister to record me and rewatching those and putting it on YouTube and stuff like that. But yeah, I've always loved it. It's when I think when I perform for like people,
Yeah.
that's when I feel like I feel the best, like the best version of myself. In year 6, we did this like High School Musical dance, what do you call it, rendition
Yeah.
for my class.
Yeah.
Like all like the classes did like this dance show. At the
Oh yeah,
end.
Everglade.
Everglade, yeah,
Oh yeah, I remember that
Everglade,
one.
yo.
Man, yeah.
Were you in Everglade at that
Yeah,
time?
bro,
Oh,
yeah,
yo. And then, this is when I was year 6. I don't remember what year it was. It would have been like year 4.
Probably year 3 actually.
Hey.
Yeah.
Did you guys do a dance?
Yeah, we did. I think everyone at the school had like
Everyone has
their
to do
own,
one.
yeah.
Fuck.
That was cool.
How trash would have been watching like year 3 dances.
Could you just imagine
Ladies
just all the
good.
parents like, oh yeah, that's my kid.
Yeah, but like,
They don't really want to be there, but they're like, oh,
yeah. Yo. Yeah, fuck. And then I had this like little like solo bit. Not really a solo because there was like 3 of us doing like our own solos at the same time,
Yeah.
kind of thing. We were like crumping and stuff.
Oh,
It's a High School Musical,
yeah.
and like I remember that moment felt gangster, like just finally on stage and like, what do you call it? Knowing that it's like the final performance, and then I got to do my solo bit. Gee, that was gangster. I need to find that DVD because I know I have it somewhere. I need to find that shit.
Damn, you could bring it back for what, your 25th birthday? Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. Bro, what do you reckon is your top 3 favorite moments and like why?
Ooh, in dance.
Yeah. So you can name your top 3, but
Yeah.
like for your very first, like for the one that's at the top, like the one that you will like treasure forever.
Yeah, yeah.
Like what? Let's go into detail. Like,
Oh, yeah. I think so. The one I'll treasure forever is when the day I met Brian Pruspos, and the day like he like sat in my car and we like conversated and stuff. I think it's just because like he's always been my idol.
Yeah.
And then it's like always been in my mind like, yo, I'm gonna meet this guy, I'm gonna take his class, and then this one day I get to take it. And you know it's like because I'm working at the same time, and it was like a 4-day camp. You know it's quite hard to like get work off, so I was able to do that, which is like, oh yo, first step, like mean, and then take his class, and then like get like selected. I mean, like getting like selected to me has never been like important because I've always just been keen to like learn and jam. But because I took his class, and then I don't know if he just chose me because he knows I'm a fan or because I have potential or whatever. But
saw
just
your name around,
but
bro.
but yeah, or just the fact that I got picked was super dope, and to conversate and to just to be in his presence and everything, it felt like I could do anything.
Oh.
That's how I felt. I was like, oh fuck, if I was
Wow.
because I was able to, because before that I was like, I'm kind of manifested. I was like, oh shit, what if I get to like hang out with him or like something like that, and then I did, and then I just felt like I could do anything from there, which was sick. I think from then on it kind of it put in more belief in myself.
Yeah.
Without someone saying like you're special, or without someone saying like verbally, but it was just me appreciating the moment and being grateful for where like I put myself and yeah, just like I guess knowing like past William like would have loved this shit, or like would have dreamt for this day. It's just like, wow, if I got to meet my idol and hang out with him for like a little bit, I feel like I can do like anything. So yeah.
Damn, bro.
I think that's why. And he told me this like one thing, because I kind of asked him like a vague question. I
Yeah.
kind of forgot, but it's like, you know, it was a question like, how did you get to where you're at, or you know, how did you become like so successful in your craft or whatever like that. And then he said like, I can't give you the same recipe as like, what is it, he couldn't give me the same recipe because the generation before was so different, and it was just about the love, and about they just wanted to put up videos, they just wanted to make curry, just like I think out of pure love. And it won't work, that recipe won't really work in our generation because our generation's so competitive. But the one thing he said, like, if you're willing to go through like the lowest of the lows, then I think that's when you know that's what you want to do in your life. And he went through like the lowest of the lows in dance, and then he said to me like he was about to join the Navy.
Damn.
Yeah, but then like he couldn't. But when it got real like low, like he didn't want to do anymore.
Yeah.
So that's how he knew that wasn't for him. Yeah. So that's what I've taken from that. And like, and if you're willing to do, it's just saying like, if you're willing to do the hard yards, if you're willing to fucking eat dirt to get to that level of your passion, then it's for you. Then just keep going, eh? So yeah, that's probably one of the biggest like points in dance that's like, I don't know, made me grow, or made me just more confident in myself. Yeah.
Fuck. Dude, that's deep, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That's actually, bro, that's crazy. Because I thought to that story, like, I honestly thought it would just be a funny story, but man, dude, that's.
No, there's some lessons.
Damn, bro. Nah, I need to recover for a bit. That was actually, that was legit. That was
shit.
legit.
Yeah, that was deep. That was pretty deep.
Alright. Oh, okay. What's your favorite choreography to date and why? And this
Ooh.
goes for what you've done
Yeah.
and the one that's influenced you and why. Yeah. So you can pick either one to go first.
I think fuck. It have to be another Brian Fruit's one. Brian Fruit's Adorn.
Oh
See, that one's like my favorite. I think only because when I saw it, I was like, I learned it like straight away.
Yeah.
And then I taught like fucking all the homies like at school, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it was just like, I don't even know if that was like the first set I've learned from him. It might have been, or might have been one of the first. But that one like stuck with me just because like all the moves in that set was like so fresh and so new, and like packaged and delivered in like such a different way. Like I was just like mind blown, eh? Like I set that shit up on my, like, I didn't play it yet. I connected my laptop to the TV so I can watch like big screen, and bro, I was like tripping balls the whole time, eh? Yeah. And I think that's what stuck with me, because it's like he was just so different, and that's what I just wanted to be like that, like, you know, different from like what everyone else is doing, because I feel like I am like somewhat of a different person. I mean, everyone's like quite different in general. I feel like I'm like on that buzz, you know, of what he represents in dance. I feel like I kind of represent that too in our community. So yeah, when he dropped that, I knew like this is not like saying this is how I want to move, but this is how I want to portray like my style, like just something hella just out of it, but like so him, that you can't say anything but understand what he's trying to say. You can't hate on that, because like fuck, that's his craft and he's perfected that shit and he's still perfecting it now. But that piece is, I think, is very symbolic to me, because the way I reacted to it and then what I did with it, learning it straight away, and then I just really fell in love with it. And like to this day, like I would watch it as like a reference piece, like it's reference of how if I kind of like lose motivation, or I've had times where I've lost like inspiration of like my style or like who I am, then like I'll just watch that and just remember like fuck, just like do you. At the end of the day, like he's just pretty much doing him. So just do you, William.
Oh, that's actually that's so crazy to hear you say it, because that's exactly what goes through my mind.
Yeah.
Because that's the same for me as well, bro.
Yeah.
Like when I saw Brian do what he did,
Yeah.
what he
Dud.
does,
Yeah.
what he does, yeah, the exact same things, and
Yeah.
I have a reference piece as well. Actually,
Yay!
yeah,
Hey! Oh
yeah.
shit! Fuzzy.
That's crazy, because like, man, it's just Brian's influence, just seeing how much like it's so similar in both of our lives.
Yeah, for both of us. Yeah.
Because when we saw it, like, we're so captured by what he did, and like it's so him, bro. Like that's pretty much all you really need. Like you don't need to, like, of course you should learn from other people, and like I don't really think there's such a thing as biting anymore. Like I think there is, but it's kind of blurry. But man, it's just like all you need to do is just kind of like just focus on you and just do what you need to do, and like someone out there will be influenced by it, bro.
Just like believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, that's like the main point. Believe in yourself and like not caring what other people think. Fuck, it's such simple words, but bro, you see it in like people's perfected craft, and it's like shit. That's just like the underlining thing behind that. They believed in themselves and they didn't care what people say. Yeah. How many? What was the question? Like,
what's your favorite piece? And
so
like,
was that?
and kind of take us behind like what you're thinking of when you made the piece as well, or like
my favorite piece of myself.
Your favorite pieces that you made.
I thought you meant favorite piece of other.
Yeah. Two-part question. Okay. Two-part question. So that's the second part.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, favorite piece of mine. Wow, that's hard.
Yeah. Cause I think you bust out like maybe fucking over 10 a year, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, oh fuck. I think. Oh, one. Okay, one that just like came in my mind now is the one I did with you and Anton.
What was that one? What?
It's amazing how you knock me
yeah.
off my feet. Yeah. I think the reason for that is because the whole Brian thing, like you kind of get influenced and then you kind of like try do moves like him, or then you get compared by him, or people say, oh, you dance like Brian, like all that shit. But then like it was at a point where I started not drifting, like I would say drifting away from the influence, and then kind of just like learning how to just dance again, just to feel the music and just to move, rather than think like pictures or like how difficult can I make this move, or how can I make this, like, or what would Brian do, like kind of like mindset, like I started to think like, because I started like expanding to more like different dancers, and now because there's so many like dope dancers and everything, that you get the same feeling from one dancer. Let's say like you watch like Isabel, and you watch Keone, like two different like choreographers, but then it's like you kind of get the same feeling of like dopeness, like this one's dope, oh this one's dope too, and you can't even compare. So then it made me realize like, just fucking dance, bro. Like you don't have to like really pick and choose like what do you say, like what style is the best, because they're all the best in their own way. So that's what made, so with that set, it kind of, and the sets like a few sets prior to it, that was the first Garage Jam set that I did, and so that set, I really wanted to just to move and just dance like real, just naturally and freely, and then so I made it. I just really liked the song. There wasn't really meaning behind this song, like I didn't like have relate what do you call it, I wasn't
relating,
I wasn't relating to it in the moment, but it's something you could relate to, because it's like a love song, but and then when I posted and everything, like the meanest like feedback,
that's
you know,
right.
like, and that kind of just showed me like, fuck, I actually just, I just jammed, I just danced, like I didn't even think about killing no beats, I just wanted to just move, and then yeah, so I think that's one of my favorite pieces because of it kind of, that started off like maybe my style,
Mm.
I would say. Like I thought I had like my steez sussed
Yeah.
in high school,
Yeah.
and like just after high school, but then nah, G, like it wasn't even.
Mm.
That was just the beginning, bro. Of, like my shit, because I'm still figuring out what I enjoy. Cause like I used to enjoy like hella tutting, hella pathways in my sits, like heaps of complicated moves. But then like now I'm enjoying just the freedom of just dancing, bouncing to the music, grooves, and I feel like it's starting to show in a lot of my chore.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I would say that one's my favorite because of how where it's taken me now. Yeah.
And I think as well, like ever since that kind of choreography dropped, like from all the times that I've jammed with you and taken your class until like even the latest class I took from you, yeah, I think that was like, I I think that was one of my favorite, if not like my favorite class I've ever taken from you, just because like it showed how much you kind of grew and just understood how to approach classes.
Oh,
Because I think back then like a lot of your classes were like super hard,
yo.
and but at the end of the day, like at the time you could say it was your style,
Yeah.
but then like I think now like you're directing it, you still have that complicated like aspect to it. You still have the layers
Oh,
and everything,
yeah.
but it's also like you've incorporated like more things to help it just to help ease your way into it, I guess, or just help ease people into learning your choreography. Because I feel like the process is like, the process used to be, if we look at it as like a graph, if we look at time on the x-axis and y as in complicated, so
yeah.
it'd go like a straight line and it'd be like quite high already because it'll be so complicated.
Yeah.
But now it starts really like low and then it kind of eases its way up and it feels like more, I don't know, it feels way better, bro. I don't know how to explain it. It's just you learn more and you just feel better when you learn it. I don't know, it feels dope, bro. It's hard to explain because I haven't really like thought about it like too properly yet, but all I can say really is just I feel like your classes have started to come along a lot better. Maybe it's because your intentions and what you teach is coming a lot clearer now, or maybe just practice, but everything, bro. I really enjoyed your last class, too. It was actually my favorite there.
Hey.
Yeah, just because it was like so pure in like what it was,
yeah.
and I was like, bro, this is dope.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah,
That's cool, as. That's the nicest compliment.
sure. Gas you up, bro. Gas you up.
Are you teaching anytime soon?
Probably not, because I'm working on this. Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
like and plus I'm not I probably won't teach like a class.
Oh yeah.
But if like any of the boys want to learn, like I said, I'd probably like, you know.
Oh yeah.
Or if I had a set that I want to teach, then I just bring it out. But I'm not into like teaching like hard out anymore.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
I think at the moment my focus is more on I want to make stuff.
Yeah.
And just upgrade myself that way.
Yeah.
And then like if the opportunity arises to teach again, then I'll teach again. But at the moment, I'm really looking forward towards this next kind of experimental phase for me, I guess.
That's mean, bro. Because you have to like fulfill your own needs, and that's what you want to fulfill. Just doing your own shit. You don't,
bro.
You don't have to teach, or vice versa. You know. Like, oh fuck, sick, bro.
Gee, will you advertise my class?
Oh yo, we got
Will you share me on your story, bro?
Of course.
What if I make my post and you don't share it on your story, bro?
Fuck, I'm sure it can. Oh shit. Oh man, I said the C word. Is that all good?
If we don't have sponsors, bro. Okay, what's your tips for choreographer's block? So when you get stuck on, when you're choreo and,
for me, I think just there's different ways, like just freestyle it, just like do the set up into where you're blocked, kind of freestyle the next move. But sometimes that doesn't work for me because it's like, because I'm already like frustrated already, and then if I do another move, I'm not gonna like it. Usually, I'll just take like, I'll make like a filler move for now, maybe like a groove, and then cause like with my choreos, it's always like within a span of like 4 days I'll complete it. Yeah, and I create my choreos in the car. I start it in the car when I'm driving, because it's like I'll play the song like heaps of times, and then instead of it's different because I'll be able to think of the move,
Yeah.
and I can visualize it in my head, and then when I visualize it I can do it. But if I start it in like a studio or something, then I'm like doing it straight away, and if I can't do it, it's gonna like fuck me up mentally, like psychologically. Oh man, I can't do it. But if I like visualize it first, visualize what I want, and then keep going to the point where I can see myself doing it and I did it in my head, then it's like it works. So I would say, like, for my process, when I get blocked, I'll kind of like make a filler move up until like, I don't know, until I'm tired, or until I want to finish my session. And then, because I'm always driving around somewhere, so next time I'll go for a drive, like to work or something, then I'll just play the track in my car, and then I'll think of the next move in. And usually, like 9 times out of 10, like I got it sussed, and it feels right. And I'm like always like, yo, I got the move, yo. I'm in my car like talking to myself and shit. And but yeah, I would say a filler move until like, I don't know, your brain is ready to think of a move again. Is that what you mean by choreo block? Oh, that's what I'm like. Yeah, or like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Or like when there's times where I don't have to make choreo, but then I don't know like what song to choose. I'll just go back on like my old tracks that I thought of making sets to like ages ago. Then like if I get the feeling again, then it's like, oh yo, and like it's like if you know, when you play the song, you're like, oh yo, and then it plays, and then it just goes on from there. But yeah, I have really no words for that specifically, but yeah, it's all about the feeling.
Yeah,
you gotta. I think everything has to feel right. It's got to feel natural, and only you would know. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. I think also a tip from me, even though I asked the question, but what helps me with choreographer's block is sometimes I'll just freestyle to the song, like the whole song, and just forget I scrap my whole choreo. Cause and then I'll record it, and then I'll just see how I listen to each beat and each lyric, and then sometimes if there's things I like, I'll just take it out, and then I'll build around that.
That's sick.
Yeah, but sometimes if I'm really stuck on choreo, because I think me and you both, like, if there's a move that we just put in for filler, but we really don't want it to be, because we know we could do something dope with it, right? Or like, maybe there's the super good wordplay or super good like beat kill or something that you're not finding, like, you have all these combos, right? But you don't have like the right one, right? Nothing sits right.
Yeah.
And then sometimes when stuff like that happens for me, I kind of just leave the choreography and just like do something else, or do something completely and just forget about the choreography for a little bit, so that when I come back into it, I'm not so stressed on finding that move, and then everything can kind of go naturally again. Because when I fixate too much, because it's like you believe you can do better, right? Yeah. But sometimes when you fixate too much, it just comes out too forced there. So I think just like give yourself a break and then come back into it more naturally. And
break,
if it feels right, it feels right. If it doesn't, just chill,
Yeah.
It's just dance, bro. You can always come back to it.
Exactly. Unless you have to do your set in an hour. Oh, yeah. Like, give yourself a break, bro. Like, just chill. Like, it's not just physical, it's mental as well with the car and everything. Yeah, so resting is also very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you reckon's like the funniest story you've had when maybe during training or like during competition season, like behind the scenes with any of your teams, like or what moment? Let's see, what's a funny moment? I like to break it up so it's like serious. Relaxed,
it's gotta be with the.
Oh, gee, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone needs to know. Where the fuck did our money go for the fucking shirts, bro?
Shut the fuck. Gee, you know where our money went.
So Abide did a sponsorship. Abide tried to sell shirts. And you need to hear this, right? So they were selling their shirts for $40. I think I can't remember, but I think it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
$40.
Yeah,
They were selling their
something like
shirts to fundraise for Dancer's Paradise in where is it?
In Mexico.
In Mexico, right? In Mexico, and then Dancer's Paradise happened. They never went, and I saw photos of them at 1985
1885.
or 1885.
Yeah, no.
So where did our money go,
Our
bro?
money went to our uniforms for nationals. Did you see our uniforms? Fucking gangsters. Black and red race car with all the prints. That's where the money went. It went to that and the nationals fee, and to our flights in HRC. So it wasn't even a waste, bro. Far relaxing. To your money safety. Fuck, I still have like 4 or 5 shirts left there, and I don't even know whose it is.
I just the thing is, no one really remembers that.
No,
But
yeah.
it's just me, cause I like bringing
Yeah,
it up, bro. Cause
yeah.
it's just like
Bro, it's funny, eh?
it's just so.
It's random, G.
Cause
What
it's
is-
like, cause that's always a question I had. I remember I brought it up with Tommy. I'm like, bro, where did my money go to, bro?
What did he say?
Nah, I just brought it up with him, bro. Cause I just imagine like, man, if they're not going Dancer's Paradise, is the money just really going to 1885? Or where is it going, bro?
Nah, honest to God, it was safe with me and my bank account.
Ah,
I made a new bank account for it.
Ah, right.
Yeah, you
Safe.
You can do that on the BNZ mobile app. Sponsored.
No, thank you,
Nah,
man.
no.
Okay.
But fuck. But yeah, your money went straight to dance. It went straight to nationals and HOC. See your uniforms at HOC?
Gee, I saw photos of you guys at the club. What's going on, Gee? What's...
Fuck, you're at the club because we were sad, bro. We didn't go. With your question, the funniest moments would be with Abide. Because we're all fucking... All of us together, bro. Like, you just can't be serious for long, eh? We're always cracking up at something. Someone says something, like, dumb, G, and it's just, like, the funniest shit. I think one of the funniest moments I remember now, because you talked about 413, is when we were all year 12s, and then we were doing stand up, stand out regionals.
Yeah.
So it was in that little like the
Was
OMAC.
that the jersey year? Or was that the
Yeah, we're
basketball
all
jersey?
playing. We're in
Oh,
basketball
yeah.
jerseys, and we're in the Otara,
Yeah.
the art center.
OMAC or something.
OMAC. Yeah. We were there, and then when fuck, the boys like made like they all like leaned back. They all like made a table,
Yeah.
and then Jerome did a front flip on the team. But like in the moment, because we haven't seen it, like the boys did it earlier, but because I was always on the side and I've never seen it, and I watched the video, and then G didn't do a front flip. He did like a forward roll onto the boys, but the music was like boom, but like it was just this roll, and all the boys just fell on the ground when they landed on his butt. Oh, when he landed on their bodies, and then out of nowhere, like Jerome puts someone. Oh fuck, I forgot. Someone put someone in like, you know when in WWE and then they're putting them down. And then like Simon comes up, becomes like a ref, and then he just goes 1, 2, 3, like just at the end, bro. And like when I think of it, like that's the funniest but like randomest shit. Like, but like that's just the boys, you know, like just whatever ideas, just fucking chuck it in there. Just I don't know. It's like it was creative, but like it's funny though. Oh man, with a lot of the times with Montel.
Yeah.
Oh bro, that's the funniest one.
Oh, bro.
Did you see you seen the Facebook video where me and Jerome are doing Kearney's sit to Drake?
Flashes.
Yeah. And it is, and then Montel like yeah. So me and Jerome we learned the set to I think it was Kearney and Vince to Drake's Just Hold On, We're Going Home, and we filmed it. And then we're like serious as, and then Montel, he's like the biggest dude. He's like 6 foot or something, real big, and he just comes and walks in the background with his ass flashing. And then we're like still serious, bro. And then he comes in with a bike with his ass flashing. Like,
Oh my god.
yeah, whoever's listening, you gotta watch that video. You'll find it on Soho's page.
Oh my
Soho's
god.
Facebook page. There's just so many memories, bro. But yeah, funniest moments in dance would be with the Abide Boys. It was just pure joy and like funniness, bro. Fucking love those boys. We're still boys. We're not dancing together now, but we're still boys. We still drink. But yeah, G.
Bro, I forgot about that video. Man. That's actually
Dude,
a
it's a
killer
classic,
video.
bro.
Like if you need to watch it, bro. It's so crack up. Alright. Oh, okay. Like what moment do you think you'll remember the most? Like out of your whole experience, like with dance, like what's the moment that you'll remember forever?
Well, there's quite a few. I mean, when when uh when we did a by 2015, and then the moment it wasn't, you know how nationals finals has prelims again and then finals, and I think it was prelims. I think we came like third or like fourth. We came third or fourth, and we were like so happy. We were just like like screaming and shit and everything. Like that feeling was mean because I don't know. It just felt like success. Even because it wasn't first, and I don't think it was enough to go to Worlds.
Yeah.
Like I think it was we came fourth, but like just being up there and like having a chance to be like, fuck, we got this. We can get like third or second or even first. You know, like just having that feeling of it was just like I felt like we won at that point. You know, like because it was just so. Because it kind of just showed like your hard work and everything, and then like it just kind of showed like you and your boys did this on our own. That's one of my memorable moments. Yeah, that's all I can think of right now. Everything has been like what do you call it, been quite go. Like I've just been real flowing in the dance thing, so nothing's really like stopped for me to really like think about like the shit. So it's kind of good. Oh, maybe making it into Prestige that one year. That was gangster because I saw my number, because I've never auditioned for something before. Only for like Bring It On at school, but like Prestige, that was like next level and shit. And then I saw my number. Fuck, I was screaming. I was like run up and down my house. Told my sister and everything, and we were just like, just joy. Like I was like, oh my god, like yeah, that was mean. That Prestige year was mean. Fuck, that one has some very funny moments in it too. But yeah, everything is like, I don't know, nothing's like really standing out. Yeah, everything has been quite thing. Yeah.
I feel you, bro. Because it actually does go fast.
Yeah.
Like the amount of things that can happen a year for dance, just in general, is like so many comps, so many events, so many performances, so much is going on, and that's just life. But oh, okay. So what's your tips for getting like better at choreography, or like
definitely freestyling.
Yeah.
I think helps a lot. Knowing what you like.
Yeah.
And just knowing who you are as a person, and just what you enjoy. Like, it doesn't have to be a dance, but just what you just like to do and everything. Because I feel like your choreography is a reflection of who you are.
Dope.
Like it doesn't have like, you can do like mean moves and stuff, but does that relate to who you are as a person, or are you just doing those moves because you've seen it online or something like that? And that's what I've learned. I've learned that for me, what do you call it, keeping it like as natural as possible, I think helps me a lot. Because you're not really thinking so much, you're kind of just doing. You kind of listen to the music and you just feel it out. You do have to think, I guess, in terms of maybe like what to do or how to make it better or how to clean it up, but like that's for like afterwards. But when I start like my drafts, everything's quite natural, and then when I know it doesn't feel natural, then I know I shouldn't waste my time on this. I should work on something else.
Nice.
Something like that. Yeah. But yeah, that's for me. I think just knowing what you like and enjoy, not just dance wise, but with everything, then that will help your choreography and your craft. You just gotta keep going because if you know what you like and then you kind of I guess put it in your dance, then it looks good, but also feels good. Then that's like the perfect combo of you wanting to recreate that feeling over and over again in like different ways. And then I say work on like freestyling and stuff because you're working on your purest like natural movement. When the music turns on, like that's what you do. You know, you don't have like a set to back you up or to make or to frame you to look like something. You just have yourself, your own body, your own knowledge slash vocab, and the song. So yeah, just that. I feel like other stuff like learning foundation moves definitely helps, but that I feel like you have to want to learn the foundation moves.
Yeah.
You have to like
Yeah.
really want to, and then so when you have that want and then you do it, it doesn't feel like work,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know. And then once you suss that one foundational move and then you can like implement it to your kari, then that's like sick. Yeah, that helps me because I've started to do like a bit of like just foundational study, like especially with like housing.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm trying to add like all that shit into my kari, but like in a very natural way.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be like, okay, I'm gonna chuck a housing move here, like because I have it in my bones now and I enjoy doing it. That's why I can naturally bring it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that all comes down to knowing what you like. All of that shit branches knowing what you like and knowing who you are. Yeah.
And what you said is like really good because Boo Boo when he came, he said the same thing. And like you just gotta start off with what you like, because even though people say go to foundation classes, if you don't like foundations, just don't go.
Yeah,
like,
don't like yeah.
of course foundations are important, but just do what you want, like do what you like first, and
Yeah.
then like if you feel like you want to learn foundations, then you go learn it, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, you could honestly just get better at just learning urban choreography, because urban choreography incorporates a lot of like foundation in it
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
So what some do, and but you could honestly get better just learning urban choreography
Yeah.
and just practicing it and just focusing on aspects to really emphasize, like maybe the pops in a certain move, or
Yeah.
the dime stops, or maybe just the flow of waves. Like just start off with what you like.
Yeah. Straight up. That's how it worked for me. Like all I liked was Brian Puspos, Ian Eastwood, Keone, like all that like steez. But then like it got to a point because you know, getting like aware of myself and who I am. I want to learn foundation, but like you know, pure foundation kind of thing. You know, I want to learn housing because I want to expand my craft. So that's what I want. Now I'm doing what I want, and then I'm mixing it with what I like and everything. And so yeah, fuck, it's quite complicated putting it in words, but doing it doesn't feel like you're really doing it. You're just kind of just on the go, you know.
Bro,
Yeah.
what's the style after housing that you'd like to learn? Or like what's a style that you also just really want to learn in general?
Yeah, it would be popping, eh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think popping because I don't know, I like the control. I like dancing quite controlled.
Yeah.
Like real definitive.
Oh fuck, that was a mean word, bro. Yeah.
Ish. Definitive, yes. Popping. I do want to get into crump.
Yeah.
More because again the controlled, the storytelling, the intensity.
Yeah.
And I feel like to be better, I kind of need those extra spices, those extra like little bits and pieces that I feel like I'm missing. But when I'm ready, then I'll get into it.
Yeah.
But for now, just doing what I'm doing now. Learning a lot of footwork. Oh, light feet. I really like light feet.
Yeah,
Eh?
that's
Fuck.
dope.
Yeah, I'll bust that out here and there, but I would never bust it in like a full out cipher. But I'll bust it like at home, or just like in the clubs.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, what the club?
Yeah, but not like full on, just like minimal, just like to keep it. Yeah, just the little tone mops, tic tac toes here and there. But fuck, that shit's fun, bro.
Yo,
that shit's
hard,
fun. Yeah, yeah, that's what I. That's like probably the 3 styles, 4 styles in the works of at the moment.
Okay, last one, and then we'll say later.
Yeah.
If there was a piece of advice you could give to yourself 5 years ago, what would it be? What would it be?
5 years ago, I would
Yeah.
have been.
Or even
18.
like. Oh, actually, that's a good time. That's a good time. 5 years ago, yeah.
At 18.
And this could be dance or life or whatever, bro. Like, what's some advice you could give?
Fuck, it would be like who cares, eh? Like, honestly, God, like, who cares? Keep doing what you want to do, because I'm the type to care too much.
Yeah.
I'm the type to overthink, and shit, I need to tell this to myself now.
Yeah.
But like at 18, it was like I didn't know what it was. It would just be natural to overthink and to care heaps, but like I wouldn't know that I was doing it.
Yeah.
But I've caught myself. I've caught myself doing it like nowadays at this age. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's I smoked a lot of weed and I kind of figure it out who I am. But that's so true. When you like smoke, do some drugs, you know, you kind of learn about yourself internally. But yeah, like, who cares? Believe in yourself.
Yeah.
That's just, it's hella corny, eh?
Nah, bro, it's all good. This is for you anyway. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, you know, and then just whatever you want to do, just fucking do it, like, kind of thing. Just be like more straight up, you know. It's real like straight up things, because I've never been a straight up person. I've always been such a, what do you call it, around the
bush?
beat around the bush.
Oh,
yeah. Around the bush. Yeah, I've always been such a beat around the bush, wanting to say things in a nicer way, but it's just like, you know, nowadays it's like it takes a lot of effort and just can't be fucked, and like being honest is just
better.
Yeah, it's just the best, bro. Even if it's like trash, like at least you're honest. Like that's always the end thing. Like at least he was honest, like, you know. And you can never like take that away from someone. So yeah, so it's pretty much that. G, just like the underlying thing with all that is like, who the fuck cares? Like who really cares? Who's gonna care in like the next year? Who's gonna care tomorrow? Who cares? As long as you want to do it, then that's the most important thing. Easier said than done, because you know you have parents and stuff.
Yeah.
That thing that, but bro, like they're not here forever, and when they're gone, it's like, what do you have left of yourself? That, you know, and you don't want to live with that regret at the age of 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Damn, that was dope, bro.
Thanks, man. 18-year-old William, better listen. Little bitch.
Actually, 23-year-old William, when we look back at this later.
23-year-old William's gonna listen. Fuck.
But yo, bro, thanks for coming on, and
Shot, G.
you can follow William on his socials at William Boquiron on Instagram, and I think Instagram's the only thing you have at the moment.
Instagram, Facebook, Asian Boa on YouTube.
Oh damn, I almost forgot about that.
If you can spell it the way I typed it, then yeah, you're the man. But yeah, Asian Boa.
If you can actually find this old Ask FM, bro, you'll see so much. You should see me saying so much cringe stuff about Asian Bowl, bro.
Fuck Ask FM. Nah, thanks for listening. Fuck, shot Andy for the mean talk. Definitely needed this. Fuck yeah, G. Can't wait to do more. This is fucking sick. This is the beginning.
Yeah, and honestly, this one was quite long, but we're gonna cut it down probably, and then we'll just keep working on making this better for everyone. And yeah.
So I was talking
keep
a lot.
updated.
Shot for the apples.
He ate all the apples. I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh.